Good morning, motherfucker. It's the Doug Rising Show. It's the Doug Rising Show. The Doug Rising Show. I'm Doug Rice, motherfuckers. Good morning. Friday, goddamn morning, 6 a.m. I made it to the end of the week without losing my fucking mind. Good morning, everyone. How are you? It is the 10th of December, 2021. And folks, I gotta tell you, we are past the point of no return. It's over. I don't think you understand what's about to occur. See, here's the deal. I want you to focus. Here we go. All right, so Trump lost in court yesterday. Pay attention. Backs are against walls right now. Strategies are being designed. Shit's being discussed. Ways forward are being calculated, and Negroes are in danger. Look, folks, you need to understand. I think you need to listen to me. Listen to me. Remember Jim Crow? Okay. How about this? You know all those statues that we keep taking down? You know, the statues of General Lee and, Forrest, Bedford, and all these, those statues. You remember those statues. We took some of them down just a few goddamn weeks ago. You remember the statues, right? Do you know how those statues got there? I'm sorry, you're so fucking quiet. We're so hell-bent on taking shit down and dismantling systematic racism. Oh, we want to dismantle systematic racism. We want to take this, we want to do all that shit, right? But everybody just wants to just ignore, forget, and just kind of glance over the fact how the shit got there in the first place. You're talking about taking down these monuments and melting them down and creating something new, but no one wants to talk about how the fucking monuments got there in the first fucking place. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Hebrews. I'm going to tell you something, Negroes. You and I are soon about to find the fuck out how those goddamn Civil War monuments got erected. You're going to find out firsthand if you live through it. You don't see it. You don't understand. They're tearing it down so they can almost build it back up. They're simultaneously dissecting and taking apart their history, putting it somewhere so folks don't pay attention to it, while they go about repeating the same goddamned history coming at us at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Here it comes, white supremacy. Here it comes. And nobody's looking. You motherfuckers it's a right hand, left hand thing. Half of them want to forget about their history, and the other half want to repeat it. Where the fuck are we? Right in the middle. Now, far be it for me to foment any kind of goddamned alarm, but motherfuckers, wake the hell up. It's Friday. You think they're playing? You think they're fucking playing? I need you to understand this. Donald Trump was, in fact, kicked off social media. He was. But they have built a secret social media platform that you motherfuckers ain't even paying attention to. And I need to tell you folks, left, right, up, down, folks, let me tell you, the shit they're saying on that platform will curdle your blood in your veins. The things that these people are proposing, brothers, sisters, Hebrews, I need you to understand the kinds of people that are attempting to usurp power from the same kind of motherfuckers. Isn't that a bitch? Isn't that odd? I mean, one group is just as bad as the other group, and they fighting amongst themselves for control. And who are we? Where are we? What are we? In the middle. Some of us stupid enough to pick sides. I cannot believe it. My mind is blown that any one of us here held captive in the United Snakes of America has the temerity. I'm literally going out of my mind trying to figure out how any Negro of self-worth can stand amongst this madness and keep a fucking smile on their face. I'm wondering, what are you doing? What are you fucking doing? What are you doing? How many Karens do you need to see? How many Bobs do you need to see? And they appear as if out of thin air, don't they? You've been living next to a motherfucker for 15 years. You know this person every day. Hey, good morning. How are you? Suddenly you see this clown in the news over something they did so shockingly racist. You doubt it's the same people that have lived next to you for 15 years. And yes, it's them. This isn't a goddamned game. This isn't a test. This is not a fucking run-through, motherfuckers. These folks are at their business behind closed doors. And the shit these motherfuckers is saying is sinister. It's downright fucking evil. And you know what we're doing? Do you know what Negroes are doing? Oh, dear God. Let me explain. Pre-war Nazi Germany. What a place to be. Nazi was the pinnacle. Nazi Germany was the pinnacle of high society in Europe. Germany was the center. I mean, these guys were living up. They were recovering from the First World War. They were trying to get themselves somehow established. You know, they'd been determined to pay back millions of dollars, Deutschmarks, that they did not have. And they felt some kind of way, as people tend to feel. And then a personality came and rabble-roused them around one central and key figure that they could blame all of their ills and failures on. And once that individual polarized the community, the society of millions of individuals, he then went about a terroristic plot that resulted in the death of millions of people. And you know what happened before all of that happened? Motherfuckers smiled. They reported it. They talked about it. They put it in print. They said how nutty this guy was. My God, can you see him? And then Mussolini, over the top, just Mr. Personality. And both of these clowns got a hold of the levers of government and created a world war, the likes of which they want to repeat so goddamn badly, don't they? Dear God, they just want to kill. They want to resolve things with conflict. 60% of them have said this openly in this country. They openly foment warfare amongst each other, irregardless of those who don't have a stake in the goddamn game either way. The fuck's gonna happen if either one of them win? How will we be benefited? I mean, certainly they're not going to do anything specific for black people. So what you doing? The fuck is you doing? See, here's the deal. They want us in them goddamn mirrors. They want us to watch the WAP. They want us all in the blonde-haired nonsense, the long-fingered, twerking, stereotypical nonsense that they have defined us by. And we grin and cheese and tap dance our asses to the bank like that's the last thing we need in our motherfucking lives. Folks, let me tell you. This shit can turn on a dime. All the love you feel for being who they want you to be, let me tell you, it's never going to be good enough. Because as much as you entertain them and make them laugh and score touchdowns and make baskets and all of these things, you will always remind them of what they so desperately want to forget. What kind of people are these? So please, don't get comfortable, motherfuckers, because shit's about to get real. Oh, God, it's about to get real. Oh, my goodness, wake the fuck up. It's about to get real. 6:15, good opening, Doug Rice Show. I know. You see the fucking bullshit, yes. Fundly.com/The Doug Rice Show. I did it. So what? Listen to me carefully, folks. I say shit, don't I? Don't I? Does it look like I'm gonna fucking stop? I need you to look in my fucking face. Are they stopping? Tell me, are they stopping? Is there some kind of slowdown I haven't heard about? What's going on? Oh, I'm sorry, has white supremacy taken a pause? No, full swing. Sorry, I'm not gonna fucking stop. So you know what? I'm going to ask for the support of my brothers, my sisters, my kin, my family. You know what? If you don't give it, all it will be is there. And I will carry the fuck on and continue and do this any goddamned way. Let me explain. They want you to pay attention to only specifics. Things that don't disturb their delicate sensibilities. Now, if you can somehow navigate pleasing them, while at the same time coming to terms with your own self-fucking respect, you might be able to make it in this country. But if you disregard the need to please caucasity, if you dismiss the very notion at hand, and you grasp the fact that we are in fact Negroes trapped in the very country we helped build for the purpose of enslaving us. And that beginning, my friends, has a marked impact on how we are treated today. And if you don't see it, stand the fuck by. I'm about to get into it. This isn't about anger. This isn't about resentment. This isn't about payback. This is about realization, acceptance. This is about us just saying, okay, we get you now. Through Jim Crow Reconstruction, desegregation, all of these things down to this very goddamn day, the point has been made, and I understand. Not only do you want the cake and eating it, you would rather simply destroy the entire kitchen the creation was made in. You don't want a remembrance of how the cake was made, do you? You just want the cake. I don't think so. Yeah, as hard and as much as you try to just tear down the kitchen of your caucasity, I'm going to keep spoons and knives, dishes, all sorts of reminders, so that ever so often I can pull them from out of the bag of tricks I hold and say, don't worry, motherfucker, you didn't get rid of all of the evidence. I still have some of it. Can you believe it? They want to forget the history they so desperately want to repeat. What the fuck? What's going on? What do you mean? What do you mean you want to forget about slavery? You want to forget about slavery? But your kids are petitioning to bring slavery back. Now listen, we can either forget about slavery or we can entertain bringing it back. But we can't do both because that's like a conflict. I don't understand what you're talking about. GOP, I believe, in one of these states has listed terms that they now want struck from schools. Every single term that identifies them as who they are, they want strucken from the records, folks. And I mean, the list is endless. Anything having to do with white anything, oppressing anybody, realizing they are who they are, those types of phrases and words and references they want gone. Wait a minute. You want all that gone? Okay, I'll tell you what. You let me review that list. I want to compare that list against the signatures of the motherfuckers that signed the petition to bring back slavery in your high school in Missouri, motherfuckers, while you don't want to forget who the fuck you are. You don't? Please stop. Please stop. Just stop. We're good. We get you. We get you. We're good. We're good. We don't want no problems. As I've said, I will say this over again. I will never, ever, ever, ever in life tell you to pick anything up, to do anything to anybody at any time. For God's sake, folks, listen. The movies are real. The plays are real. The fucking history is real. Oh my God, the horrors, the mayhem, the killing, the murders, the ability, the different types of ways, the torture. These folks are experts in fighting. Don't even try. Just leave them alone. Why do you think God had to fight for us? Oh, you just got that. Oh, you just went all the way back, didn't you? Everybody in Hebrews, y'all went back. Why do you think God had to fight for? He knew these people were just crazy, insane killers. I mean, natural born killers. It's a movie, folks. It's a movie. They called a movie. Don't star us. Everybody seen that movie, Natural Born Killers? Telegraphing, I'm just saying, don't fuck with them. No, never. Patriot game, Patriot, what else, huh? Huh? What do you want me to, what examples do they keep you know what? We keep coming up smiling in their fucking faces. Telling them how good their girls look, asking them not to run us over with trucks. And when they shoot us multiple times, sometimes in the face to dissuade us from interacting with them in any circumstance, it's just odd that we can't reference the goddamn movies they keep producing that tell us they are goddamn dangerous and will kill us at the drop of a hat. I don't understand it. You fucking, don't do shit. Go sit your fucking ass down. Have you seen what these motherfuckers can do? Are you out of your mind? We can't do that shit. That's why God sent an angel down to wipe 100,000 of them out at a single instant. Save us the trouble. We didn't have to do shit. You understand that? Check your records. No, not just scripture. Check the records. Their records. Something mysterious came down, killed 100,000 of my guys. We were fighting Hebrews. You got a fucking problem? This is true. This is real. 2 witnesses, it is established. First in scripture, angel, 100,000. Done. Beep, done. Wiped away. 1 angel. Wipe. Like swipe right, 100,000 motherfuckers. Now people read that, go, man, that's in the Bible, it's fantasy. No. The very country that it happened to, the very ancestors of those who were wiped out, 100,000 in one whop, they wrote that shit down. Why do they hate Negroes so much? Every time they look at us, they're reminded that the most high God of all creation will come to our aid and handle business. What? That's some scary shit. I mean, think about this. If you know, your ancestors fought whatever, right? And some crazy shit happened, and you ain't never got over that shit. And you know, it's a kind of recurring theme. Because Donald Trump got clowned by somebody who, you know, reminds him of us. And he never got over that shit. He never got over it. He still ain't over that shit. Listen to me. Donald Trump lost the election. Okay. Stop. Donald Trump lost the election. He's still mad over that Obama dinner. You give him that election, the presidency, and you give him that night back. I guarantee 8 times to Sunday that dude will take that night every fucking time. He wants that night back. He wants to stand up and yell as loud as he can or do something. He wants to go up there and do something. He'll never live that down. I'm so glad that's recorded. You know what? I want Donald Trump in jail or in prison, right? And on movie night, somebody finds that clip and plays it, on the TV out in the day room where he can't fucking change the channel. And they put the fucking sound up loud and everybody's up against their thing and they are laughing their fucking asses off. Let me tell you about torture. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drift. I do that. So anyway, I did it. I took the plunge. I made the frickin' Fundly. I didn't do the GoFundMe. I studied shit. And you know what else I did when I did the Fundly thing? I didn't announce that shit. I did a tweet. I did a post. I can get on a freaking thing and start asking for fuck all that. I got Fundly. Give if you want to. If not, don't worry. I got it. The fuck. Now, I'm just, 6:25 in the morning. It's Friday. It's Friday, right? Before the weekend is over, something will happen to one of us. Something. It always does. Every weekend, week in, week out. And, I guess my only purpose in doing this day in, day out, requesting brothers and sisters to support my effort to do this as often as possible, is because the winds of change are blowing hard, hurricane-like winds. And they're trying to report it calmly. I'm only telling brothers and sisters that what's happening in this country behind the scenes is an ominous fucking touchstone for us. Because the people that want to run this country are the most racist, hateful, frightened, right-wing, white nationalist motherfuckers on the fucking planet. And they have a firm hold of the tiger's tail right now. And if they get a hold of this whole fucking shit, folks, I'll tell you what, Doug Rice is just crazy, right? I'm crazy, right? But think about the children. No, listen. Think about the children. So you think that I might be a little off in thinking if right-wing white nationalists get a firm grip of the government in this country, that Negroes shouldn't have anything to worry about. Everything's going to be as it is. Well, folks, think of the children. Their children are telegraphing what's ever being taught at home. And nothing will ever let me forget that their kids are circulating pieces of paper amongst themselves at school, from family to family. So the sentiment runs through these communities, this family, so a community of people have created children that have gotten together and thought it a great idea to circulate a petition to bring back slavery. Even in jest, it exposes what's being taught at home. And if you want me to get real fucking detailed, I only need point to recent events to tell you that what these motherfuckers are teaching their kids at home is some dangerous, life-ending shit, isn't it? You think I'm simply just talking out the side of my neck? I hope not, brothers and sisters. Because if clowns like Marjorie Taylor Greene, now I need you to think of that. What kind of person you think she is? What you think she thinks of us? Y'all need to wake the fuck up. All I'm saying is we need to at least, let's take first strike and just recess back the fuck up. Let's congregate amongst ourselves and let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation that does not include anybody that is not Negro. Let's start there and let's move forward. Because the same shit is happening on the other side, and I will tell you, they are congregating amongst themselves, and the things they are saying, my friends, you don't ever want to hear them. The thoughts these beings harbor toward us, the ideations these motherfuckers have our way, brothers and sisters, Hebrews, hear me. Your very existence is a threat. And we must take steps to protect ourselves in that we gather amongst ourselves. That is the protection we need. That's it in prayer and looking to the Most High God. Anything else? No. No, I'm not talking about there's no action toward anyone. That would be a mistake. Gather amongst ourselves, look to the kingdom to come. Remember that you are Hebrews, set apart. The royal house of David, trapped in a penal colony for Negroes. This shit's got to end. And here's the deal. I've heard people talk about scripture and prophecy, and I know what the future holds. Sometimes I don't want to say it outright because I don't want to make anybody nervous. Now, true, we had this coming. 400 years, absolutely. We were warned, we made promises, God keeps his. Now, everybody talks about what's going to happen next. Well, those that had us enslaved by God's allowing, prophetic allowing, see, when they had us in their possession, they just went a little overboard. It went a little too far. Not my word, scripture says they went a little too far. In their possession of God's chosen, set apart, they went a little too far. And that's got to be dealt with. That's gonna have to be rectified. So, that's about as far as I'll go in telling you what I'm sure most of you Hebrews know. I don't want to make anybody nervous. I'm not trying to put anybody in their fucking feelings. But you went a little too far. And here's the thing. I said this yesterday. If the Creator didn't hold back from punishing us, his set apart, his people of special possession, those he went to bat for on multiple occasions, if he kept his promise in punishing us and has made a promise in punishing those who had us in their possession, I would say it's a safe bet a reckoning may ensue. Perhaps this might lend into why they're walking about the country like chickens with their heads cut off. Good morning, 6:32. Good Lord, it's a 30-minute opening, I know, right? But hey, I started the Fundly. I want to give you some good material. Listen, if you want to go to fundly.com, the Doug Rice Show, and you want to support me, I do a 60-day campaign to raise $5,000. Hey, don't fucking blame me. That's the default. I just tick. Boom. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care because guess what? I'm not begging. It's just there. I've been, I don't want to say pressured, but people have said, hey, we listen to you. We'll give. We'll see. I don't give a fuck one way or another. I hope you do. If you don't, there it will be for everybody to see in glorious, living fucking color. All right, black news. What is going the fuck on these days? I don't know. Who knows? We're going to find out, though, because that's what we do every morning. And everybody knows it's a format. My job is to format you. What I'm attempting to do is I'm trying to erase the programming. and allow you the opportunity to program yourself. I'm simply offering tidbits of information vital to the decision that you must make. Black News, blacknews.com. What's going on in the world? Well, I will tell you a few things before even I start. This Jussie Smollett. I like the way Dave put it. Listen, dude, you get what you get. You put that shit. What overcomes people? What was going through his mind? Did he think he would trigger some? You see, it's kind of a common theme. People are just, I don't understand the shit. The dude thought that by doing this, he would what? But Chappelle put it in good order. Certain things ain't going to happen in Chicago at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's very, very true. All right, folks. Mute. I can't believe I got this thing not muted. But 6 o'clock. So Jussie Smollett, whatever the fuck his name is, career over, whatever. He's still making excuses. He looks like he might have a bit of caucasity. Maybe that's the controlling narrative there. Perhaps even, I don't know. Did I say that? I'm sorry. Black author releases compilation about rare and unique experience that he had while flying. Oh, dear God. Listen to me. I'm flying. Listen to me. How about just going to get something to eat these days? I'm hesitant to go to the hospital, the doctor. If you are a Negro in this country, it is advisable that you watch everything that you do, that you take from people's sentiments expressed through what they might be able to do to what you eat, as sentiments expressed through what they might be able to do regarding your health, opinions and political beliefs and ideations expressed in how they might provide emergency services. Folks, let me explain. It's seeping out into the open what they are holding in so desperately. It is literally bursting at the seams of their personalities. And for some reason, it's almost like the dial has been turned up on anything resembling Negroes. I wonder why. What's going on? What? I can't even get something to eat. I got to worry about you doing something to me. I can't fly comfortably because the very sight of us puts you ill at ease. How is it the sight of a Negro puts so many of them ill at ease? What is it they know? What is it they're not telling us that they know? What is it they think? What plays in their minds? A brother was at his job, parking lot attendant or something like that, at his job, mind his business. A mother and a son see this Hebrew, or someone they mistook for a Hebrew. He was in fact a Hebrew. Remember that when they abuse individuals not Negro, it is only because they are mistaken. When they see someone that looks like us, this movie plays in their minds about who we are, what we are doing in their goddamned presence. And before we know it, we are victims of their own delusion. They'll call the cops on us because they saw us. They want to know why we are here. What do you mean, why we are here? We're here because you brought us here. That would throw, a Karen sees you somewhere she doesn't like you, asks you how you got here, why you here, what are you doing? Try to refer to the transatlantic slave trade, that journey. Begin there. You want to know how I got here. Do you have a moment? Have a seat. Let's discuss. Look, folks, I just ain't got time. This is ridiculous. I just ain't got time. Everything references our beginnings, everything, because that's why they treat us the way they do. They can't get it out of their mind. They can't. Do you think it's us that's got them thinking about critical race theory? Do you think that's us? Man, that ain't us, man. You do know that's not, has nothing to do with things being taught in school, things being mentioned. No, it's the very sight of us that drives them insane. Only specific individuals associated either genetically or through history in some way, shape, or form with the transatlantic slave trade, they look at us and they feel some kind of fucking way. That's the vibration of history rolling through time, echoing in the very psyche of the weak-minded motherfuckers that just can't control themselves. I'm sorry. We have to approach things differently. Negroes are different. We're different. We approach things differently. We see things differently. That's the reason we've been set apart. When the Creator saw Abram and determined that his seed would be that seed which he will bless, he wasn't playing. When he talked to Jacob, all of these things are relational. Oh, really? Well, why and how could David be a man after God's own heart if things aren't relational? I'm waiting. Yeah. You know, the one thing that they have beat into our psyche is any thought that we are somehow of any worth and value. And you must look at that circumstance, that attempt at erasing that kind of self-worth in an individual nation and family of people. Why is it so that we must think ourselves so little? Is it to hide and mask that which we truly are? God's set-apart nation. Those individuals, they have convinced themselves, live in Israel. Individuals they have, in fact, enslaved and treated really, really bad. I'm just saying, when they find out we're Hebrews, when they actually admit we're Hebrews and they actually reflect back to how they treated us, goodness, boy, the contriteness, the sorrow, the apologies, the I knew all the time. You don't understand. Talk to me. What don't we understand? Go ahead. Let it all out. And you know what we're going to do? I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to forgive them. Because that's what we do. We're the most forgiving, spiritual, loving individuals on the fucking planet because you could not enslave any less. So ready with thoughts and prayers. So ready to embrace that which is so hell-bent on destroying us. So ready to wait for them to change, to understand, to be the best of themselves, and such a naive and vain waste of our fucking time. They will not change. They will not correct themselves. It is the reason God Almighty is coming to this planet. So, there's that. Yeah, I can imagine we do experience some shit in this country. Flying, walking, eating, breathing, going to the hospital. I mean, he wrote a book on flying. Isn't that nice? Wow, maybe I'll release a book on my rare and unique experiences. I don't know, going to the bank. It'll sell. Just shut up. All right, folks. I mean, what do you want me to say? I pick shit apart. That's what I do. All right. Black student with autism graduates as valedictorian with a 4.8 GPA, the highest ever at his school. Awkward. Ugh. Boy. Oh my goodness. Can somebody send that to a right-wing white nationalist website real quick? Just let them burn a little bit. So we got autism and the highest GPA. Well, I hope they get that whole Roe versus Wade thing situated because, yeah, they're losing ground. All right. I said that. Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. New black businesses application taps into Superior and all. Oh, I don't care about superhero shit. I just don't. I just don't. Not too much here in blacknews.com. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Friday, I hope everybody has a great weekend plan. Of course, always incorporate in whatever you do the plan of avoiding caucasity, because it's always out there, it's always ready, it's always available. It's always being pushed in your face. It's always everywhere, 360 degrees of caucasity. And what you must do is withhold your energy and make sure you're not available, because you see, there are vampires out there. They're always ready to suck your energy. I know I just went on that one. I'm looking for something else to read. Okay. Black News Channel, let's homepage. Did I just do that one? No. Jussie Smollett found guilty on 5 counts in love-entangled hate crime hoax. Whoa, wait. I'm sharing that just for the fucking badass fucking headline. Somebody's doing their job there. Let's read that again. Jussie Smollett. I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's not Jussie Smollett. No. His name is Jussie Smollett. It's okay. We can pronounce it correctly. Found guilty on 5 counts in. Now, this is what this was. I didn't know this. It was a love-entangled hate crime hoax. A love-entangled hate crime hoax. Wow. It was that deep, and he got found guilty. We ain't got to make a fanfare of him. Somebody just send him to his jail cell and move on. Can we take him out of the fucking headlines, please? Because they love accentuating that this clown did this nonsense. I don't need to hear it. Good. Throw him in jail. Let's have a good day. Can we go now? No? Okay, fine. Fuck it. The actor could be sentenced up to 3 years in prison, 36 months. Hold it. There's not like a 30 in there anywhere. And this is a headline. He's facing 36 months. Really? Is this what's going on? That's like a vacation. That's a spa. That's Spagos. What are we talking? He's facing 30. That's drug rehab. And he's out. And I guarantee you this. He will be back on TV. What the fuck? He will be back on TV. Motherfuckers will hire him because he will be watching. I just don't like this whole system. This whole system is built on just be as corrupt and as lascivious and as hedonistic and as do what thou wilt as you can up in this motherfucker, and they will give you everything. You turn your back on this fucking bullshit, let me tell you something. I welcome the poverty. Fuck this. Listen, folks, I need you to imagine what rich people do who have a certain proclivity towards shit. Don't imagine too long you might get ill. Seriously, don't fuck around. Listen to me. You want wealth? I'm cool. I want to be all right. But these motherfuckers do some sick, twisted ass shit with money, man. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. Negroes don't even want to be around that kind of shit. Money, no money. Negroes will reject that shit. I'm serious as a heart attack. Let me tell you something. You put Negroes in a position where shit's crazy and they don't give a fuck about the money. And I tell you, they'll walk the fuck away and tell you, you out your goddamn mind. I've known Negroes to do it. I've done it myself. Are you fucking crazy? We have integrity. They paint us as such. I just can't imagine. Do you know what you are? The kind of honorable individual that Negroes are. They paint us with this vile, thuggish type of personality, and nearly every one of us is a forgiving, spiritual person. I just can't even imagine. Listen, I've said it before. I've seen the thugs. I've seen the brothers come up at you and what's happening, partner, and you look at them and you think, oh, I'm literally not going to make it through this interaction. And then I've seen them with their mama. You don't even have a clue. It is just beyond the beyond to see the kindness, the love, the generosity, the forgiveness. I've seen people considered to be dangerous do the most wonderful things for people they would never expect. And it's just odd to see us painted as this kind of individual, while motherfuckers walk around in suits and bald fucking faces, talking about how honorable they are a part of child sex rings. Their names on lists that have gone to islands involved in all kinds of nefarious shit, and yet they walk about as respectable individuals and wag their fucking fingers at individuals that look like me and claim that we are criminals and thugs and dangerous. How dare they? All right, folks, I've been on this a minute. I'm sorry. I want to give you some news, but for God's sake, man, don't believe the bullshit about who they say we are. We are a people of special possession, and we are obligated to act as such, to treat ourselves with value, to think of ourselves with worth, to have something associated with your own psyche that says you are someone. The Most High God finds you of import. That bothers them. I think that's the attitude they have against us, that they know, we know, the Creator of all things has set us apart and chosen us as a people of special possession. Almost like we're God's Marines. I would almost say that you could say that almost, yeah, we got a job to do. Anyway, all right, it's 6:50. It's creeping up 7 o'clock. I got things to do. You see my Fundly, okay? I also have a Patreon, which I like better. Patreon is better. But I did Fundly. I did it. Boom. It's done. You guys have a good fucking Friday. Good weekend. If you don't see me, I'll probably be back on here tomorrow or maybe later on today. I'm not fomenting revolt. I don't want anybody to think that. In fact, I'm only talking about the whole racial classification. That needs to be destroyed. The entire racial classification needs to be just destroyed. We're Hebrews, you're Italian, you're Polish, you're French, you're this, you're that. How y'all doing? I'm cool. But this black-white shit, I'm done. I'm finished. Motherfuckers are losing their mind over this shit. Okay. Everybody good? I'm good. Good morning, mother.